To the action, and you see the Dominican Republic flag waving there. Next heat coming up, David Hammond, Victor Peralta, Santiago De Pachi, and Yasunori Isobe. Last scores coming in for Oliver from France, a 3.47 and a 4.13. Those are not enough.
Discover the Flor de Caña world. In just the last 10 years, Flor de Caña has gone from having presence only in Central America to having presence in more than 40 countries in 5 continents, like Mexico, Chile, United States, Spain, Australia, and Canada. In all these places, our consumers appreciate the Flor de Caña quality and celebrate it.
Hey, cool shirt, dude.
Buen ron el de tu país.
J'aime ton style, exotique et intéressant.
Tío, ¿y tú a quién le vas? ¿Al Barça o al Madrid? Ace Nicaragua, acclaimed the world over. Flor de Caña, el ron de Nicaragua.
Aloha and welcome back to the beautiful Colorado beach at Hacienda Iguana. There is our man in yellow, Santiago De Pachi, up and riding. This is the ISA World Masters Surfing Championships, where the best surfers over 35 years old are here from around the world competing for their countries and for their flags. This is the biggest surfing event for master surfers, and also the ISA is always working for a better surfing future. And I'd like to thank our wonderful sponsors. Big mahalos to the Nicaraguan Tourism Institute, Gray Line, Canal 13, Taka, Flor de Caña, NicaSurfing.com, Dollar, Hilton, Condor, CDNN Canal 23, Corona, Parmalat, Pantaleon, and Cafe Las Flores, among others. And our media partners are Pasión Extrema, Surfers Village, and Surfos. And we'd also like to thank our unofficial dinner sponsor for tonight. It will be Pili and Mons, just down the street here. The Heat in the Water is featured right now. Australian David Hammond in the heat in red. Yasunori Isobe, this man in blue from Japan, working this wave over, along with Santiago De Pachi from Argentina and Victor Bobo Peralta from the Dominican Republic in white. Now, Adam, we've had quite a few scores come through. Already 4 minutes gone by, 15-minute heats, Ripper Charge going by really quick.
Really quick, and right there, the last on your screen was Isobe from Japan. He's sitting already on its 2.61, so that's going to help his cause. He's sitting in second right now, but early days, 5 minutes, about 5.5 minutes as he elapses. Team Japan right there showing their support. That's Watanabe right there to your right holding the flag. He's been a silent killer this whole event. But check this out, folks. This was a right-hander, and white opted to go left on a right, so the Japanese getting the right of way. That was the better direction right there. Isobe in blue from Japan has been on fire this event. And check this out, last little hit on the beat. You know, as the waves has deteriorated, it has seen Brazil's doing good, Japan does good, and I think that's a testament to the waves in their home country.
Yeah, you know, the Japanese very used to surfing these sandbar, river mouth, very tide-changing type of waves. So we're going to take you down on the beach with the winner of the last heat for an interview.
Thanks very much. I'm here with Herman. Herman, really great performance out there. You were under pressure from the Australian Mark Cameron, who had the lead for most of it, but you just picked off the best waves.
Yeah, well, I think it was just a matter of be calm and relax and wait for the wave, you know. You get nothing just paddling all around, so I got a couple to have a backup, and then I just wait for the good ones, and fortunately I got them again.
Well, it worked for you. What surfboard are you riding?
Well, I'm riding now a JS Australian, you know, the tractor boards. This is really good, the 5.6, kind of a little bit more wide and thick, but good in any kind of waves. And thanks for the Aussies.
Yeah, it looks like a good board. And would you like to say something at home in Espanol to Peru?
Oh yeah, mandarle un abrazo a todos los peruanos. Saludos especiales para mi familia. Maisa, que me estás viendo, te quiero mucho. Alana, Leilani, Sol, mi mamá y toda mi familia. Wetsus Boss, mi oficiador de toda la vida. Y a todos los locales de los órganos, mi gente de allá de Cabo Blanco.
Muchas gracias and good luck tomorrow.
Gracias también. Chao.
Thank you guys.
All right, so there is Isobe up and riding right now, but nice interview there by Fiuli to our winner of the last heat, Herman Aguirre, and he wants to tell his family he loves them very much, as we see a yellow Santiago de Pache from Argentina trying to work this wave over here, but like you said, I think he wants to change boards. He gave a little false start motion there from the referee in football, but I'm going to go for a board swap. But like you said, the Brazilians, the Japanese, really coming alive in these tide susceptible conditions, where the waves change so much throughout the day. And we got the River Mount Sandbar there, so very comparable to the breaks that they serve.
Yeah, I was talking to Herman Aguirre, the winner of that last heat, from the north of Peru near Organos, and I've been up there, had the opportunity to go up there with the Radegui family out of Peru. I'd like to say hi to Gustavo, Gustavito, and Sebastian and Francesca down there. Really cool, as you can see right here. Look at the support right there.
Yeah, they are stoked right now because Santiago is out in the lead, and check it out. This is Victor Bobo Peralta. He's getting a lot of support online from the Dominican Republic, and also some Vamos Santiago as well. And Arriba Peru.
It must be midnight
for GA Herman Aguirre.
Yeah, I think it must be midnight in Australia right now, because we've only seen a couple of blasts from Australia. So hopefully, if anybody's up having a late night on the woof, they can just give us a little call down here and see what they can show some support to their boys. If they're on a late night or early morning, love to hear from you guys.
Yeah, David Hammond could use your support right now. He is currently in third place, needing a 3.35. He's on the outside looking in, and there was an interference called on Victor Bobo Peralta from the Dominican Republic. The judges deemed that he interfered with the Japanese surfer. They crossed paths, and unfortunate there for Victor Bobo Peralta. He is only going to count half of his second scoring ride. So if he gets a high score, that one will count, and then he'll be having his second wave score cut in half. As you see, his total here is very meager, but he needs a 5.97, so he's not out of it yet with the interference. He's just going to have to work a little bit more harder and a little bit smarter.
Yeah, years ago they would take your total wave, now they do half of it. So right here, the Japanese server, Isobe, up on his backside. Great little turn right there, projecting up over the white water. Really like his tiki on his necklace as well, as he gets his board moving. This young Japanese surfer doing a great job. He's looking really hyper. Very enthusiastic right there, and here's Santiago from Argentina.
And he floats over that first section, grabs the rail, tweaks the tail just a little bit for some effect. So I believe he traded that board for something a little squirrelier and looser, and he's in the lead right now. It is 7:30 in Australia, I believe, in the morning. So you guys getting up and headed to work. Tune in when you get to the office, but we are in the second to the last heat of the day, so you got to tune in quick. If you're watching in Australia, there's Team Argentina cheering on their man in first place. Ooh, my mistake. We just had a change in the lead. The last score for Yasunori Isobe comes in at a 6.33. He jumps to first place, so it's Japan, then Argentina, then Australia, and here is Australia up and riding.
Yeah, here is Hammond up and riding on a nice little right-hander, getting that board up over the lip, doing a great job of staying off the bottom and off the top. A little pounding of the fish in between his transition right there. Nice little cut back and release off the white water. Nonetheless, so a really nice wave for the Australian in red.
Yeah, that will do it for the Aussie team anyway. They like that wave. We'll see how the judges like that wave. They are the most important people you want to impress here at the ISA World Masters in Nicaragua. David Hammond, prior to that wave, was looking for a 4.41, so we'll keep you updated on that score. It's going to be a very important one for that surfer in red from Australia. And here's a look at Inobe's 6.33. He was able to flow very nicely over that section and get back to the open face, shred it off the top multiple times, all the way through to the inside, and really like that low center of gravity.
Yeah, and this is a nice little wave for the Australian right here. We can't wait to see what the judges give it. Sort of a wobble on that first re-entry right there, but able to stay back on that board and just sort of go wave speed and not really breaking the speed barrier, but did a great job of just staying back in the pocket and hitting the lip nicely.
Well, he didn't let that first turn throw his rhythm off.
Right.
It was a little bit off timing, a little bit off angle, but then he recovered nicely and continued through that wave. Here's Bobo Peralta. Nice turn off the top. Unfortunately, comes a little loose and digs his rail and goes down. And Mr. Charlie Cameron wants to tell Mark, his dad, congratulations. And he's tuning in from Australia, so we're starting to get some of the Aussies online here.
Yeah, I did see another one here from Australia giving us Go David from Aussie Land. So a lot of people now tuning in from Australia. This is Yellow. This is Santiago from Argentina. We got a lot of Mar del Plata fans out there with him as well, as you get a nice little blast off the whitewater. So great little wave for Santiago. He needs a 6.17 to get into first position. And right now Santiago's sitting on a couple of 3.67s. So definitely obtainable. So he needs to get upwards to a 4 or 5, increase that lead from Hammond. But check this little replay out here, Rocky.
Yeah, this is Yellow Dipachi. Nice, quick off the top there. Very cat-like reflexes on that first turn. And then just flowing with the whitewater, keeping his board moving as a nice roundo from David Hammond. He was not able to, well, actually, we're still waiting for his previous score to come in. 4.90. The Aussie goes from third to second. Santiago Dipachi now waiting for his previous score to come through. He now needs a 4.17, and here's a replay of the last of David Hammond.
Hammond really liked that full turn right there. He's able to pop it back up, back into the soup. But just a bunch